Hi all, Cardboard One here, and I would like to not review this. No. Here is a 16-page game, and I would say that this is a community challenge. So, we have lore about the world on the inside cover, and a table of contents. Then we just have kind of a splash page, which gives you the creators and all that. You have an image of what an adventure should feel like, I guess, or what they intend it to feel like. You have a half a page dedicated to the introduction, what the game is about, how to use the dice, creating characters crosses 2 pages, and there are supposedly 8 steps. Then you have your basic rules, including the map and playing pieces, game turns, game turn sequence, initiative, movement, combat, which includes combat procedures, weapon tables, combat procedure summary, grenade bounces, automatic hits, cover, vehicles, damage, doze grenades, ammunition, recovering stamina, other actions, and reactions. Then you have equipment, which there are a few, not all of these are weapons, and then you have a section on money, or as I like to call it, currency. And that tells you how much healing costs, how much it costs to use a monorail, how much it costs to rent a skimmer, which is a... Remember that vehicle that Luke uses that just glides in the air? Oh, these are not the droids you're looking for, that scene. That's kind of what a skimmer is. And then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 types of weapons. And then you have a first aid pack, survival rations, and then clips, or magazines, if you will. And then you have 2 adventures. And then you have a section on designing your own creature. And then you have creating your own adventures on 1 page. And then you have a section on rewards, a section on the metric system, and a glossary. There's the base character sheet in the back. All right, so this is a community challenge. This uses the external covers with some information, not much. And this doesn't actually give a creator on the front. Or in here. Yeah, it's just, if you work on something, make sure you're credited. And this didn't credit the creators on here. 1982 TSR Hobbies Inc. So make sure you take credit for your work, even if you're giving it away for free. Because if somebody likes what you're doing, you want to be able to turn it into a job if you're inspired. So this is almost 40 years old. Wow. So yeah, we're 2 years away from this being 40 years old. That's older than I am. And I believe that you, personally, can spend 4 days on 1 page. And within those 4 days, for 1 page worth of content, you can spend 3 days generating ideas, some lore about the setting, or whatever you're doing, and then 1 day editing. And in just over 2 months, if you dedicate 4 days per page, which might seem kind of excessive. But, if you're focused on layout and design one day, what the actual content will be, and layout and design might just take 1 day for that. But for a 16-page role-playing game, you should be able to fit a lot more content than they put in here. Because, I don't really feel like you need the sampler adventure that they show in addition to the 2 adventures and then the designing your own adventure section. Like, I really think that could have been condensed down into 2 sections rather than 4. And the equipment section is definitely sparse. There's nothing really on character advancement in this. There's the glossary on the back inside cover, and that is excellent. But ultimately, overall, I would like to start this community challenge, and it all depends on what you got going on. There's not really a reward for it other than the sense of satisfaction that you built something to completion. And if you post like a link to what you did in the comments, and hopefully in addition to that, like a YouTube video going over what your game's about and your design theory, that would be really cool too. And if you leave everything as a PDF or whatever you're doing, like, I'm sure many of us would be happy to help you edit further or something. Maybe you guys can collaborate. But I'm really looking forward to seeing different types of shorter experiences. And like, even if you have 3 levels of experience to gain, that would be more in line with Dungeon Crawl Classics Quick Start. But that is another subject on itself. I really like different experiences. And if you guys can introduce me to something new and different, I'm all for that. Thank you guys. Kyber1 out.